There is a town in the US that has only one population. And when I say one population, I mean only one resident live in this town. Meet Elsie. She is the sole resident of Minowi. Minowi is a town located in Nebraska, United States. And Minowi has only one population, and that is Elsie.
I live at Manowi, Nebraska, and I'm the only one that lives here in town. Everybody else has either passed away or moved away, and this is where I chose to stay.
Minowi is a real town. It is visible on Google Map and it's incorporated in the United States. Now, Minowi is considered the tiniest town in the whole of the US and it's on record as the least populated place in the United States with population of just one, and that person is Elsie.
My parents moved to a farm about a quarter of a mile out of town here when I was about a year and a half old. Been here ever since. It'll be 14 years now next month that I've been here by myself. I have a daughter and a son. They have both lived away more or less ever since I got out of school. So people say, don't they worry about you? And I said, yes, they do worry about me, but they also respect the fact that this is what I want to do.
With Elsie being the only resident of Minowi, it's only right that she is the mayor, she is the clerk, and she's the librarian, and even the treasurer of Minowi. Now you're wondering, how did it get to this point? The town of Minowi used to be a vibrant small town. Although the town was small, but people lived here, worked here, and even did business here. But as the years went by, the town started to dwindle and people started to leave. Elsie lived here with her late husband, who owned a library with over 1,000 books. But as people continued to leave the town, Elsie decided to stay back to maintain the reputation of her husband and also maintain the legitimacy of Minowi. Remember, I told you earlier that this town is incorporated, and that is because there is still a resident living in the town. If Elsie is not living in this town, there is no chance that this town is still considered a real town, maybe a ghost town. But now you're wondering, how does she even live here without feeling lonely?
I open up the bar at 9, and there's trucks coming and salesmen coming and customers coming and some just coming to visit and have a cup of coffee. And they leave messages for one another. They call to see if somebody's here. It's just sort of a meeting place, a hub, and I think everybody feels welcome to come. Everyone needs a place like that, I guess, including myself.
Everybody have left Minowi, including Elsie's children, but she decided to stay back and she's living in the town alone. Even though she's living in the town alone, she isn't actually alone because she runs a drink shop where from time to time truckers stop by to say hi. When the truckers stop by, they will sit with Elsie in the shop and they will be chatting, they will be drinking, but they are not the only one. Very often, journalists visit this town, and when they are coming here to make a story about the tiniest town in the United States or the town in the United States with only one population. But one thing they always do when they come is sit with Elsie in the shop and ask her question. So when they come to the shop, they will sit with Elsie and they will be chatting. Elsie will be telling them stories about the town of Minowi or even telling them stories about her own experience, including the stories of her late husband who owned a library with over 1,000 books in the town. Living in a town all alone by yourself sounds like a very lonely thing to do, but for Elsie, the reverse is the case. Even though she lives in this town all by herself, Elsie is the least lonely person you will see in the whole of the US. Moving out from Minowi, do you know there is a country inside the US that many US citizens do not know about? This country is called the Republic of Molossia. The Republic of Molossia is an independent country located inside the state of Nevada in the United States. And even though US is known as the father of democracy, the Republic of Molossia, which is a country inside the US, practices dictatorship. Now, let me introduce you to the dictator of Republic of Molossia.
Hi, my name is President Kevin Baugh of the Republic of Molossia. Molossia is a dictatorship, and I am the dictator. I'm the ruler of the nation. I work very closely with my First Lady. We do not have a democratic form of government. There's no elections, there's no political parties, but no one's really complained so far. Molossia is an independent sovereign country, which is located within and fully surrounded by the United States. We are a micronation, which means it's a self-declared country. It also means that it's not recognized as sovereign by other nations, but we have everything that a nation needs. We have our own flag and stamps and currency and laws and customs. Pretty much everything a country has, we have right here in the Republic of Molossia.
The deeper you dive into the story of the Republic of Molossia, the crazier it gets. The population of this country has crossed 40. And this country have their own law, their own currency, they have their own custom, they have their own immigration. If you travel to the Republic of Molossia today, you will have your passport stamped by their immigration officer, which is also their president.
Molossia!
It is my first international passport stamp officially out of the country in my state. Right there.
It gets even worse because in 2006, their dictator went on live television and declared war. Now you're probably wondering, United States is the closest country to the Republic of Molossia. So maybe they are declaring war against the US, but that is not the truth. This country declared war against countries that doesn't exist. And until this day, they consider themselves technically at war with many countries that none of them exist. There are rumors that these people are still technically at war with East Germany, a country that doesn't exist for how many years now?
Effective 22 May 2006 at midnight Molossian Standard Time, our nation is at war with the nation of Mustachistan.
We do not have an army or an air force here in the Republic of Molossia, but we do have a navy. Despite the fact that we're in the desert, our navy is composed almost entirely of inflatable kayaks, and we deploy it on a regular basis, primarily up to Lake Tahoe, which is over the border in the U.S., about 35 miles away. This one is from the Mustachistan War down here, and then I used to have one that I wore all the time for the East German War.
Our cause is just and our goals are worthy. We will triumph and we will bring peace to this region again. God bless you and long live Molossia.
But if you think that is crazy, have you heard about their currency? The currency of the Republic of Molossia is called the Valora. Now, the Valora is a very interesting currency because this currency is not backed by gold, silver, or diamond, not even oil. But this currency is backed by cookie dough. Therefore, if you're saving money in the Republic of Molossia, you're saving money in a currency that is backed by cookie dough. After hearing all this, now you're probably wondering, is this a kind of joke or it's something real? And I will say it's in between. This whole thing was inspired by a movie which the president, the dictator, and the father of the family watched. After watching this movie, he was inspired by the actions in the movie, and when he purchased a land somewhere in Nevada, he decided to declare his land and his family an independent country of the Republic of Molossia. And this is how this whole thing started. But one thing that this man has been able to accomplish with this whole Republic of Molossia thing is to turn this place to a tourist attraction where people from all over the United States visit just to come and see this country that is inside the United States, the Republic of Molossia. Now tell me what you think in the comment section. Do you think that this is a joke? And if it's a joke, do you think it's a nice joke or an expensive joke? Or do you think this is a whole master plan of turning your place to a tourist attraction where people visit from all over the US to come and see you, your family, and your surrounding? Let me know what you think in the comment section. If you did enjoy this video, make sure to give this video a like and share this video with your friends. And if you want to watch more interesting videos, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out when I post the next video. Thank you so much for